Welcome to Hi Felicia. Hi Felicia, hi Felicia.
Hi, Felicia. You could say hi.
Hi, Marni. Somebody's we're both
Mom,
in very bad moods.
Lashana Tova. Why are we in bad moods?
Because we're tired, it's late, and that's
It's late. We're recording later than usual.
I would have bet anything if you would have broken a nail on that. I would have just fallen on it.
That was so great. That, my friends, is a high noon.
Not me.
No, Felicia's not drinking because we're recording and you're running.
And it's late, and then
we know
I'm bouncing.
it's late. We know.
Okay,
I know,
all
I
right,
know.
shush.
Okay, but you know what we discovered last week at my birthday dinner at Felicia's in Long Beach, which was fun and great. You guys, Felicia has CBD gummies. Totally normal.
Right.
Not a big deal.
Right.
Can you reveal to everybody what brand of CBD gummies you use?
Well, they're called Vena, Vena, and I get them. It's a company that
For my Bravo people out there, it's Tamra Judge and Eddie, and
Right.
I'm dead that you buy CBD
Yes,
gummies
and-
from Tamra Judge
yes,
on the Real
and
Housewives
how
of
did
Orange
I
County.
hear about this?
How?
From Jeff Lewis, because I used to listen, or I do listen to his talk show.
Unbelievable, supporting the housewife.
Well, just
I love that you support it.
and a while ago when they first. They started talking about it, and he was raving about it. Now, of course, he could be bullshitting.
So
but
this is like a CBD gummy to go to bed?
Yes.
Like a melatonin.
a sleepy. Yeah. That's how they promoted it.
Let's talk about the news. I had 3 listeners hit me up with where Hoda Kotb is moving to.
Oh,
Not to Allie Grossman, Jordana Edelstein, and Jill Streeter-Curry. Hoda is going to Bronxville.
well, that's like right below Westchester. It's supposed to be beautiful there. I wonder why she's going up there. Maybe
Isn't it close to the city?
it's close to the city.
I think that's why she's
It's supposed to
going.
be gorgeous.
So thank you to those that are listening and,
Right.
and
I
giving
wonder
us.
how they found out.
I think she said it.
Oh, we missed it.
She said it
Okay.
on today's show.
We just missed it. Okay.
I've got some Korean news for you.
Uh-oh.
Netflix has signed Tokyo Swindlers director. Do you know Tokyo Swindler?
I've seen Korean there's other swindlers. Yes, I think there's Korean swindlers, which I've been meaning to watch, and I just haven't had a chance.
You're kidding.
No, seriously.
I'm blown away. So they signed
Yeah.
a deal with the director,
same
Hitoshi
director.
One, to an exclusive 5-year deal, securing all of his upcoming series and films for the platform.
Wow. But they're not going to just do swindlers. They're going to do it's
Correct.
like Money Heist Korea. Money Heist. They're doing a lot of that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
In other Korean news, I guess there's a streaming platform called Samsung TV Plus.
Oh.
Now you have a Samsung.
Yes, but I never.
Well, we got to look into this because you won't believe this.
What's on it?
Samsung TV Plus is adding nearly 4,000 hours of free to stream Korean shows and movies on demand, making it one of the largest providers of Korean scripted and unscripted TV series.
What a great
and movies in the
idea!
US.
Samsung is like the boss.
Unbelievable.
Samsung and Hyundai, they rule Korea.
I thought you'd be really impressed by that.
I am.
Ryan Murphy is just everywhere right now. Like he's got a show on
Every
everywhere.
station?
So we got like the Monsters series with the Menendez brothers.
Right.
We've got this Aaron Hernandez series, and both of these are probably all available now. We've got Dr. Odyssey, which we'll talk about. We've got 911. We've got it's never ending. So now there's a new series that FX has ordered called
911 is
Ryan Murphy. FX has ordered Beauty, a series co-created and executive produced by Ryan Murphy,
and what is it about?
based on the comic books. On this is great about it. This is so fucking good about an STD that passes along beauty. This is giving me major Nip Tuck vibes. Well, Felicia, what are your thoughts?
an STD that passes along beauty.
It's going to star Evan Peters, Anthony Romas from Hamilton in the Heights.
Oh,
Jeremy Pope and fucking Ashton Kutcher, who, by the way, I think is going to go down deep with Diddy. So we'll see if Ashton's really in this. I think Kutcher's going down. Casey, do you think Kutcher's going down?
I don't know. Wasn't he like a big outspoken, like anti-human trafficking? Didn't he like talk to Congress or something?
So funny you say that.
Unless it's like a very elaborate cover up.
That's what that's what I heard today on the talk. I heard today on the talk that he's like a part of some trafficking thing, and it's to like.
Oh, that would be.
I know.
What is your algorithm? Like, how did you get into this like conspiracy?
Oh, no. It's this guy, Brody, who like sometimes he'll do like a Bravo like tree. Like,
So he's not like a fringe.
no. So he did a whole Diddy tree, and it's literally going around my Michigan thread. It's so effing good. I think I sent it to you today. Maybe I didn't. And it just goes deep on like the Diddy, how like Diddy probably killed Tupac, Biggie, like all of it is like, are you yawning about a Diddy news
Yeah,
update?
I am yawning.
What is there to yawn about?
Because who cares?
What?
The world is collapsing,
Mom.
and you're talking about Diddy.
Diddler, Diddy the Diddler. This is the. Have you not? She's laughing so hard. Casey, turn around.
That is really appropriate.
Fucking brilliant.
The
The Diddler was like the center of the whiteboard and just circling of like Kim Porter, his ex-wife, who died of quote unquote pneumonia. Remember when Brittany Murphy died of quote unquote pneumonia? All these people that died of pneumonia connected to Diddy.
How's Brittany Murphy connected to Diddy?
There was a connection.
Oh, jeez.
I know. Poor Brittany Murphy.
Poor J-Lo. She's being dragged, pulled right in after 10, what is it, how many years? I saw something on Instagram. They just threw her under the bus. Really? Give this woman a break.
I don't feel bad. Come on, you feel bad for J-Lo? I'm sorry, she knows something. She knows something.
Well, she absolutely does.
I gotta
That's why
find this
she's
video,
split.
and I will share this video. It is educational.
Okay.
It will show you how many people are involved in this
I'm sure
Diddy
there's a ton
world.
of people. I'm sure. All the Hampton people, I'm sure.
Kutcher's in.
I'm sure.
So back to Ryan Murphy.
Which means Jimmy Fallon's in too.
Just because he lives in the Hamptons, that's saying
probably.
Bethany then is
They've all been-
involved.
they've all been
Just because you
friends.
listen, I'm saying this.
Is Justin involved?
No, listen to me. Even if you were at a white party in the
Yes,
Hamptons,
doesn't
that doesn't mean
mean
you're
you're
involved.
involved.
Every
Okay.
celebrity under the sun has been to a Diddy
yes,
party.
yes.
I've probably been to a Diddy party. Who the F knows? It's what happens in the after hours between 3 and 5 in the morning.
Okay.
During the freak offs.
Is he in jail?
Now, I will say, is Diddy in jail?
Diddy's in jail? Of course he is.
Thank God. I didn't know if he was in jail. If he was out right now. I will say
They wouldn't
this.
give him bail. There was a whole thing.
Okay.
Now, I will say this. If you know us, you know our Christmas card is lit every year. And the biggest thing right now is Diddy, but it's really hard. We can't do a Diddy
don't
spoof.
do that. It's so tasteful.
An Ellis family white party.
And like we carry Lennon out.
Don't.
Come on, Mom.
Cases of baby oil
It
behind
was
us.
so funny. Do you think your friends would get it?
No.
They wouldn't get the joke?
They would not. Please don't do that.
Do you think
that's gonna
people-
that's going to come back and bite you on the
Do you
ass in
really
a
think
few
I'm going to
years.
do that, Mom?
You?
No.
You have the warpest sense of humor when it comes to these Christmas cards. So, No,
What?
they're funny, but please don't do it.
I'm definitely not doing Diddy the Diddler, but I will say, what warpist? It makes you making it sound like our past Christmas cards have been bad.
No, they've been
Like,
great. But
Our take on Handmaid's Tale was a little dark, but
no, I enjoyed
Those
that.
she just doesn't like the ones she doesn't understand. That's what she says warped. The
No,
ones you don't get.
Well, what did I not? Well, last year's was that last year?
Holding some signs.
That was a bomb. I thought.
I swear to God.
But most of them were great. You're allowed
year's
one
was a
fail.
bomb.
You lashed up. That's my opinion.
So we've got a lot to live up to.
Yes, you do.
We're taking
I think the
suggestions.
bar's never been lower.
We're taking suggestions.
Okay.
Back to Ryan Murphy. He's got a spinoff for 911.
And
Coming.
it's called.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
I was disappointed that 911 sucked. 'Cause
We
it had,
loved 911 for a
please.
minute. No,
we
because
never
Peter
loved it.
Krause.
Peter Krause was in it, and I'll watch anything with Peter Krause.
From
but
6 Feet
it
Under.
was
I
so campy and
still
bad.
watch that show.
So you watch 911?
Still.
Okay, so is he still in it? Wow, Casey, I love that. I love
He
that.
He's round.
it's
He's
just-
but is
in
it
the
called
show,
like 911 Lone Star? Like what's up with the title?
911 Lone Stars Texas with Rob Lowe.
Oh, so there's another 911.
yes, two.
Oh, so Murphy's involved with all of them?
I didn't even
Do you
realize.
still watch the one with Peter Krause?
Well, yes. It was. It previewed like 2 weeks ago. I didn't watch. I haven't watched anything.
Premiered.
I didn't watch anything this particular week because I have it all on DVR.
Are you wearing a new shirt that I've never seen?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm very distracted. What is this top?
What do you mean? What?
Well, I've never seen it. What is this material? What are we wearing? Where's it from? It's nice. It's soft. It looks softer than it appears.
It's very comfy. And
Okay.
It's from a store named Cindy's in Syosset.
Cindy's
Yeah, I
and
drop my money
Thiassic.
all over. I'm an equal opportunity money dropper.
Is it like a high-end store, a low-end store, a medium store?
It's medium. It's medium.
Well, it looks cute.
Thank you. Just a cute top.
All right, so 911 is still on with Peter Krause.
Yes, but he is
Lone Star is with Rob Lowe.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. It's very interesting.
that.
I like both of them.
Did you hear Sugar was renewed?
Yes, thanks to you. I'm so happy.
Because I posted about it.
Yes, you posted. I would have never
He
known.
is busier than ever.
God
Between
bless.
Penguin
I know I have. Where's that?
on Max. Only 2 episodes are out. I don't know if you like it.
Oh, okay.
It's very mobby.
Is he recognizable? Or
No,
is
that's
not?
what's
He's not
so- he's
Is
so-
the big. I kind of saw it for a sec, and I went.
I will tell you this.
That can't be.
Casey knew that he actually played the part in the Batman movie where Robert Pattinson was Batman.
Oh, I never saw that one, but I didn't know that. Maybe that's why they. did that.
Unbelievable.
Oh, okay.
Unbelievable.
And is there a female lead?
She's I mean, not like a love interest,
Nobody.
like a
Okay.
mobby.
Well-
No, she was the mom in How I Met Your Mother. Like like in that last episode.
Oh,
she's been an
okay.
spoiler.
Okay.
But Sugar renewal. Let's talk about the trailer of the week.
Coming soon to theaters.
Babygirl with Nicole Kidman.
Is that the name of it?
Yes. Why?
Okay.
What
and
is
you
it called
think,
something
and
else?
you're not sure if that's on the streaming service or if that's
It's going to
be
come
a
to the
movie.
theater. Everything ends up streaming. It's going to the
It's,
theaters.
it's getting old with Nicole, and I really do enjoy her. Don't get me wrong. I just think there's been a lot of shows out this past movies, shows, streaming about women with younger men. Not that I'm opposed to that at all. And she
the
always
trailer was sexy.
yeah, it's sexy.
I needed
but
the intern to be
I think she plays
hotter.
another psychotic.
I want the intern to be hotter. He wasn't like good looking enough.
Oh yeah, not to me either. But
I want to see this movie.
Yeah,
I thought but she's working a lot right now.
she is. She must have signed some sort of 5-year
I don't
deal or
understand.
5.
She's everywhere.
She is everywhere, which is why I tend to think she signed a big deal to do a lot of these.
Yeah, but she's got but it's across the board.
I
It's
understand
like more than one
it's
studio. It's not like you know what I mean.
Well,
It's not
we don't
all
know how
just
things work anymore. Things, who knows?
I know how everything works. Mom.
Okay.
All right, let's discuss uncircumcised gems. Last week we forgot to talk about because there was so much to talk about. We forgot
Yes.
to talk about the movie Wolf.
Yes. On Apple TV, Brad Pitt, George Clooney. Mm-hmm. They play fixers. They supposedly in the show they're not. They
It's
don't
a
know.
movie.
I mean, they don't
Yeah.
know each other. It's a quick move.
Did you watch?
I did watch the whole thing.
You did.
Oh yes, and I sort of. It was was it a good movie? But watching George Clooney and Brad Pitt, even though I'm not this great fan of Brad Pitt anymore.
Why not?
I don't
Why?
know the
Do you
whole
think
thing with the
Angela-
whole the kids and the whole Angelina.
It's just so
I don't know.
It goes
what's
to
real,
show you
who
how
knows?
much of a celebrity's personal life impacts our thoughts.
Absolutely,
which is why nobody likes Ben Affleck.
But love George Clooney
because he's looking at his wife is.
and they play off each other very well, and they were cute. But the storyline was.
I started watching it.
Yes,
and
shades of.
It was Ray Donovan.
Ray
It was
Donovan.
so much Ray Donovan,
but a lot more.
And then Amy Ryan's in
comical.
it, who was in Sugar. So, and Sugar was a little bit Ray Donovan, where Sugar plays like a fixer. Like people call Sugar. Do you remember Amy Ryan is in Sugar?
Oh, she was yes, but she
But
was
in the movie, she's in it for a minute.
like for a minute, 2
So
minutes.
I'm
Yes.
watching it, and like 15, 20 minutes in, I'm just like, I love these men.
Right, I pushed through.
I cannot believe I did not push
And
through.
I did push through.
I was like, I'd rather watch a Bravo show right now.
Which is what I can't push through.
Shocking.
A Bravo show.
You're telling me that your homework assignment this week was
Yes,
the new
was.
season of RHONY.
Housewives of New York. I gave it 7 minutes.
I don't know how I feel about this.
All right, let me just, and I don't know names. Okay.
I'll tell you all of them.
The girl that's husband is trying to be a food influencer
Jessel.
I wanted to punch the TV. I wanted
For
to-
him or for her?
Both. Both. The fact that now
I think he has become a food influencer. Like I just think he's a lot of followers
I mean,
now.
the fact that he took her to this dingy, disgusting.
well, that was for the show.
no shit. But
But like he does do that on his like
I
social
assume he
media.
does,
Like, he'll
but
go-
it's so weird. She's talking about how the bag she wants to buy. Blah, blah. You know what? It's like she's all dressed up, eating in this crappy place, which probably is Lower East Side or something. I don't even know.
maybe Chinatown. I thought.
Maybe. Well, that's kind of Lower East Side.
But the funny thing is that there was a storyline last season where he literally he had points or he needed to keep his status, so he flew to Vietnam and back.
He was
just
talking,
or Thailand,
right.
like just for a meal.
What did he? She didn't marry him this way. What did
No.
he do?
This is new. This food thing is new. I don't even know. It doesn't. I don't know.
I just.
But this food thing is a new thing.
Fine, but she was ridiculous.
Tell me more about other. Did you see Jenna? Did you get to Jenna Lyons
for a second?
And like her girlfriend's mother in the closet.
You know what?
Did you get to like the new? Did you meet Rebecca Minkoff? Did you meet the new lesbian that's on the show?
I'm done with these women.
Why are you? What do you mean you're done? I think Bryn's annoying. Bryn is the youngest one.
Right, she's very annoying.
I feel like she's so
really
out
annoying.
of place.
Was her brother the one that came in from Korea?
Yeah. I love that you picked up on the brother from Korea.
Course. He's,
I feel like she's the one person who, like, everybody seems to be maybe above 35 with kids or married. And is she supposed to be like, you know, when Bethany was first on the OG, she was like the single girl.
That she was.
And it worked.
And
but
she was
Bryn
struggling. And she was struggling.
Right.
But
Bryn has been a little annoying to me.
she's
I just
very
think
annoying.
she doesn't belong.
Her deliveries were,
Did you catch the blonde Erin
I'm sure I did.
and her husband? They went to Serendipity. Did you get to Serendipity?
No, I didn't get that. I didn't get that far.
She's like the Jewish girl.
Okay.
Her husband actually went to the University of Michigan. But
Okay.
I think they are appearing to be on the rocks, and it looks like some muddy waters.
I guarantee that this food influencer and his wife will be, at the end of the show, done.
Wow.
Done.
Why do you think that? Do you think she's done with him?
I think she's going to be done with him. Yes, he's not going to be making enough money for her.
He does not. This wasn't his job. The food influencer thing is not his job. This was a passion thing. This was like a joke. Like it fully started because of the show.
You don't think this is his job now?
No.
All right. So he's got a backup.
Yeah, whatever he was doing to afford their twins in a very beautiful apartment.
Yeah.
No, I like the new girls. I love that they're leading into the lesbians.
I can't relate to these girls anymore. Obviously, I'm too old.
But are you telling me that you related? You related back in the day to Ramona?
Yes, back in the day.
Fun.
I did a little more.
Fun tea, a nod to Joanna in Florida, texted me yesterday that she sat next to Ramona Singer at Tempo in West Palm Beach.
Did she say how Ramona looked?
She said she looks like she got a lot of work done.
Well, she did get a lot
of work done.
Right.
But I thought that was a fun tea.
That is fun tea. I'm glad she got back to you. I mean, that she let you know, of course.
Back. She didn't get back to me because she just knows I'd appreciate that gossip.
And you did.
My show of the week. You didn't watch this. I told you to watch it.
I know, but I can't watch everything you say because I just can't.
One of my mentors in the production business told me to watch Mr. McMahon on Netflix.
You know, I wouldn't do that.
This show.
Was it good?
It was so fascinating. It was 6 episodes, and it's shorts about wrestling and the WWF that became the WWE. Casey, you would have enjoyed this. We can't even get through we can't get through anything right now.
I'm not a big wrestling guy, but I do think I would have. I caught the last episode with you.
I'm not a wrestling girl.
I pulled a Felicia and I went to the finale. I went to the last episode. I enjoyed what I saw of it. And and this happens a lot because Marni has this obligatory watching. I will end up walking in on the end of something she's watching. And I'll be like, wow, perfect. I probably would have enjoyed this.
You probably would have, but like we're watching 3 shows right now and we're not caught up. Like we can't get through Menendez, and I'm dying to get on the Menendez bandwagon, but you don't get ready to watch TV with me until like 11 o'clock at night.
Then
and
you're sleeping.
I'm fucking tired these days. I'm so tired.
Too much TV
Very busy
watching.
person.
I know, you're so busy.
I can't
I'm
watch
so
when you watch.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Back to Mr. McMahon. So look, I'm not a wrestling girl, but sure, I knew the big names that were in the show. Like Hulk Hogan was all over this documentary series. The Rock was in some episodes. John Cena. Bob Costas, by the way, looks fucking fabulous. You know who Bob Costas is? You know, as a little girl, I remember watching wrestling with my friends. I had no idea. Like, first of all, this was like a real family business. This documentary was about literally like business, family, greed, power, sex, entertainment. Like it just showed this guy's not a good person. But I will say, like, one of the big wigs at the WWE was like, you guys are making him look really bad. Like thrown under the bus, gajillion lawsuits, paying off tons of women. By the way, his wife like was on the Trump like administration. Like they got into politics. She got into it. But he stayed married to his wife, but he was shipping so many of the girls.
Because he could.
I recommend this. I recommend this. His children got involved. His children seemed great. His son and daughter. I just really liked it. I really, really liked it. Hogan's all over it. The Rock. It was really about like when you see like how Hulk
From
started.
years ago. From year, you know,
it goes
yeah.
back to like the
70s?
early,
Yeah.
upper 70s, but you
Late
see how
the
Hulk
80s.
Hogan got made.
Right,
You see
right.
like The Rock, like I didn't realize like they didn't like the audience didn't like The Rock at
Really?
first. Then he
Oh.
became like the heel. Then he became the
Yeah, they all have a story.
beyond
Yeah.
the story.
Right.
Then Vince McMahon became a fucking character. The guy, like the head, the owner of the WWF became
Right.
a character.
Okay.
And then he made his son a character and his daughter a character.
Why not?
But then
Anything
shit
for
got like
money.
weird. He'd be like, let's pretend that I'm having an affair with this woman and let's pretend she drugged my wife and she's in a wheelchair. And they'd wheel the wife out.
Oh,
it was
God.
like so
Nothing's
weird.
real. Like everything else, nothing is real.
Also, you know what he would do? He would fire somebody or somebody would like sue him and he would have no problem hiring them back, which I thought was interesting.
Right.
Because if it made him money, then he was
But
all for it.
yeah. Okay.
So this film started filming in 2021. That's
Oh.
how long it's taken.
Wow.
And then they got no interviews this year in January 2024 when he had a ton of Me Too's.
And then they
go
sold
down.
it to Netflix.
I really wanted, do you think we could try to get Lennon down here to talk about a movie?
Don't make him. Leave him alone.
The one and only Ivan. Do you know about this
No,
movie?
nothing.
Lennon's reading this book, The One and Only Ivan. Some would say he should have not seen the movie before he finished the book, but you know, Lennon is who he is. Bryan Cranston was in this movie.
Oh.
And a lot of
What,
celebrities.
is it live or is it animated?
No, it's a live movie, and Bryan Cranston it kind of plays like a Hugh Jackman in The Greatest Showman. He's like the ringleader of like a circus in like a family mall.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, Lennon cried twice.
Oh.
Can't find it anywhere streaming. Can you believe this? I had to rent it. It's weird that when you pay for so many streamers, and then when it comes time to pay for a rental, $4.99,
Right.
you really start thinking like, do I want to pay for this? Do I want to pay for
Yeah,
this?
right. But you did.
Of course I
And what
did.
And when you paid for it, what format is it on? I mean, where
It
is
comes through Apple TV.
Oh, okay.
So you
Isn't it
have
crazy that like that price $3.99 to rent a movie.
it was $4.99.
Okay, still
Yeah.
that
Back-
a Blockbuster used to be like $4 to rent a movie. So it's interesting that it's like you don't have to go to Blockbuster, and it's like not that much more expensive than it used to be. It did not keep up with the rate of inflation. I have no problem paying $4 to rent a movie. I don't have to go to the video store.
I agree, but I think it's because we pay so much, probably $150 for all the streamers. We think, oh, we want to watch a movie, we should have no problem finding it. How is this film not on Disney?
Because it hasn't been released yet on streaming. I'm sure.
This is not a new movie. This is not a new movie.
Oh, it's not a
No. I mean, it came out in 2020.
Oh.
This movie,
Wow.
yeah. So
There are some movies that you still have to buy. I don't know why.
yeah, so we rented it, and
Okay.
like I said, so Lennon cried twice, and it's about what's great about it. It's a true story. It's based on a true story about a gorilla who tries to piece together his past with the help of this elephant, okay, named Ruby, as they hatch a plan to escape. They're trying to escape from the mall. One of the elephants.
How do they know this is based on true story?
Oh my God. Literally, at the end of the movie, they show the real gorilla. They explain it. It was no. No. The true story is that this monkey got adopted from a family and he lived in a mall and then he was released into. It had some chimp crazy vibes, but the true story wasn't that he became friends with an elephant and dog. The true story was that he was part of a show and then got released. That was the true story. But what I wanted to say was Ivan was played by Sam Rockwell, voiced by Sam Rockwell.
Yeah. Like Sam.
Danny DeVito voiced Bob the dog. And Angelina Jolie voiced the bigger elephant Stella. And I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe the celebrities. And guess who wrote the film? You're never going to guess.
Oh, no, you're right.
Mike White, who created and writes White Lotus.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that so lovely?
Yes.
Lennon cried twice. He obviously loved it. He's reading
So
the
you
sequel.
rented it. So it's in other words, you
We had
rented
it for
was
48
like 40.
hours.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
a shame.
that's what happens.
Okay.
I thought you would have enjoyed this movie. Oh,
I would
so
have.
we're watching it. I'm going, Lennon, Bryan Cranston. Maybe you would enjoy Malcolm in the Middle. So we watched a few episodes of Malcolm in the Middle.
did he-
thought it was great.
Okay.
Now he's saying, can we watch it in the morning before school?
And-
we try to lay down the law before school. No TV.
And where is that being shown?
That
Malcolm.
is on, I want to say, Hulu. Malcolm in the Middle is on Hulu.
Okay.
I never did it. Casey, you did it back in the day, right?
I watched a few also.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
But Lennon's enjoying it.
Good.
Literally, the kid,
Good.
Frankie Muniz, is a 9-year-old kid.
Yeah, in the show.
So he's
I think
enjoying.
for some reason that's a little bit more. I don't know. I think that's good for Lennon.
I think it's great for
yeah,
Lennon.
yeah.
Because he's gifted. Just kidding. We told our listeners, Mom, that we would give 2 shows a second chance this week.
Which is
1, Brilliant Minds with Zachary Quinto.
right, and I started watching it.
And what
the second,
happened?
you know, the
What
second,
happened?
and I think I just did not like that particular episode with the woman.
Mom, I also had to shut it off.
We
Look,
agreed.
I will say this.
Thank God.
When he rolls up on the motorcycle, and
Right.
he's got the leather jacket, I'm
Right.
like, God damn, he looks good.
He does.
And then they get into these really weird stories.
And that's what real.
And it loses me.
It's just too. It's just too weird.
Like Grey's Anatomy, you feel for the second storyline because
Right.
the people that go into the hospital, you're like, that could happen to me.
Right.
Oh my God. I could fly through a window of a car and need my leg
Absolutely,
amputated.
absolutely.
But these stories coming in are like,
Well, they're all.
I'm seeing a dragon and like, what's happening? And no,
Right.
I'm not on It was just so, I don't think I'm going to do this. I don't think I'm going to do it.
I don't know if I can do it either. But
Oh my God, we should have a sound effect for saying goodbye to shows.
right.
And we're not going to
And
do
we
it.
Actually agreed.
We did agree.
And you watched.
So I'm really upset I didn't remind you this morning.
Yeah, I forgot.
Dr. Odyssey.
Okay, and it was about the singles.
The singles.
Was it Love
just-
Boat? Was it? But you never.
I don't
watched
know Love Boat, but-
oh, I bet you it was Love
Look,
Boat.
this is a show
But
I could
X-rated.
I could put on. It's not priority. It's not priority at all.
Right. Easy to watch.
Another show though where I'm watching it and I'm gonna compare any medical procedural show to my love, Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
Because in a surgery in Grey's Anatomy, you got like 6-7 people in
Right.
there. You're telling me
3
that
people.
a stint is being put in with a heart attack with 3 people
No.
and like one's a
No.
nurse. Like
it's not real.
I
It's not
know,
reality.
but it's so ridiculous.
Usually on a ship, if something terrible happened, that person would be airlifted to the closest wherever they were.
I just don't
Yeah,
know how I
I
feel
know.
about Doctor. Now,
Yeah.
here's so Singles Week. They
Oh.
had one of the girls that came on as a single is one of Kim Kardashian's friends in real life. I guess she's now acting. Her name is Stephanie. I think she was Kim's assistant back in the day.
Okay.
She was at background some of the
All right,
stories.
all right.
Pretty girl, but like I was like, oh, why is she on the show?
Why?
But next week's episode
Is
people recovering from plastic surgery.
Okay.
Facelifts, Botox,
Right.
lipo, not Botox. You don't need to
they
recover
can't?
from Botox.
They can't do
But-
what's the show that we used to watch?
Botched?
that-
Nip Tuck? What?
Nip Tuck.
I
It
mentioned
will
Nip Tuck
It
earlier.
will never compare to Nip Tuck.
I know. I don't think. I mean, if you are a fan of anything Ryan Murphy and you haven't binged Nip Tuck, binge it because
Binge it.
that was like so. It was probably was
It
that his
great.
first series?
Might have
You
been.
think?
I'm obviously not. But
He was so
I
ahead
think
of its
so.
time.
It was ahead
It
of
was
its time.
so
and the 2 guys were
raunchy.
great. Yeah, it was
Oh,
great.
man.
They were great.
Dr. Odyssey. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
You don't know. These are the 2
which
shows
makes
I don't
me
know.
think-
And I really believe they're both not going to be picked up.
Oh, I disagree, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, why?
Because
'Cause
the
Ryan?
ratings. No, the ratings have been
Really?
for both of those shows.
I keep thinking if the ratings are that good, it's because nothing is on.
the ratings are through the roof. I think audiences are thirsty for network shows that are really fucking good, and these
but they're
network
not
shows.
good. But they're not good.
So let's see if the ratings drop off.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
the
all right.
premieres did very, very well.
A premiere, I get that. Everybody wants to see a new show.
Let's see if it drops.
Let's see if it drops.
Let's see if it drops.
Let's see if you and I are right, or if I'm right, or you and
But
I
there's
are
something about network shows, I think, and that's why I feel like the only network that gets it right is FX. Because the shows on FX
Right. Well, they're not. To me, that's not a regular
network.
CB,
I
yeah,
know,
that's
but like
not a regular
The Bear,
network.
English Teacher, How to Die Alone. These are 3 shows that are so good right now. Those are
Right.
the shows you should be watching. If you're not watching, those are the shows to watch.
Okay.
Another good show that I
Is-
just had Felicia watch a few episodes.
Did I watch it?
So Felicia came over for the podcast
Oh.
recording, and I had like 4 episodes left of season 2 of Colin from Accounts. Colin from Accounts is half-hour comedy on Paramount Plus.
And it's
Australian.
which we love, by the way. We love Australian.
I saw Colin from Accounts, I guess season 1, I guess was last year. And I just thought this was such a fun, quirky show. I laughed. I thought the co-stars were really funny. And ended up finding an article and deep diving both leads. Okay,
Right.
the guy and the woman.
Yes.
You want to know the best story?
Are they married?
They are.
Oh, how did I guess?
They're married.
And I didn't
She's in
know.
real life 35. He's 48 in real life.
Okay. I get, yeah.
And it just
She looks a little older than 35 in the show.
Her name is Harriet Dyer. His name is Patrick Bramali. Okay.
Did I ever say what else he's been in? Remember, I said to you during the show, why does he look familiar to me?
Yeah,
like he's been
could-
in other
I don't
Australian.
know. Oh, but why? Do you know Australian shows?
I don't know. Maybe it's something. Maybe it wasn't an Australian show he was in. Maybe he just got another part, another. Whether.
But like they created the show, they write the show, they
Okay,
produce
good
the
for
show.
them.
They have a baby that's adopted. Like I just love them. I love them. And the show, which so you saw a few episodes of season
Right.
2. What did you think?
It was cute. You laughed more than I did, but because you watched season 1.
Would you go back and watch it or no?
I might. Maybe I would
Really?
have to start from. But I don't have Paramount.
I'll give it to you, Phil.
Okay, of course.
Right. I'll come over.
Right.
But the funny thing is, so like the show opens up with she's walking on the street and she like flashes her nipple at a guy in a car and he hits a dog.
Oh,
And they
that's
end
how
up
they
being like, "Oh my God, we have this dog." And
Right.
now he's got to be on wheels. He can't walk, and it was really cute. But seeing how they start fighting and hating each other, they're like, "Who's going to watch this dog?" They couldn't find a home for the dog. It became a whole thing. Now season 2, they're together.
Right. They're
And
not
it's-
married, but they're together.
Correct.
They're living together.
Boyfriend and girlfriend.
Dealing with each other's crazy, insane families.
Yeah, it's just I love.
It's funny.
I-
It's a funny, sweet daily life.
So apparently
show.
this show is doing very well overseas. Like very well in Britain, very well in Australia. They're like winning tons of awards, and I don't think it's hit the Americans.
I don't think so.
But I really enjoy it. I feel like
right.
this is such a cute, funny
It is a
show.
cute, funny show. It
He
is
like
a slice
works-
of life.
A slice of life, Felicia. He works in a brewery. She works in a hospital.
Well, is she going to be a doctor or is
yeah,
she?
she's a medical student right now.
Oh, she's a
And
medical
I just love, now that I'm watching it and I see that they're like a real married couple, I just love it so much for them.
Yeah.
And the dog gets a lot of love and it's just so funny. They're brought together by this car accident.
The poor dog.
I mean, he's probably making so much money right now. Mom, did you watch anything else this week? Did you watch Korean stuff?
I watch my old Korean stuff, yes, which makes me feel happy. I'm sorry.
You say this,
I
you
keep
don't have
saying
to,
that. I keep
you
saying
don't have
it.
to apologize.
You're right. And
B.
we got Karen. Karen actually watched, Judy and I convinced her to watch a show that Judy and I both love, and it's like a fan favorite and a Korean favorite.
Which
And
one?
It's called Crash Landing. And
We've heard about Crash Landing
and she
before.
really, because that's the one show
Casey's looking at me like, why isn't this the Korean minute? Korean minute.
All
Let's
right,
go.
make it the Korean minute. Because that's the one show out of everything that seems to be the gateway into Korean shows. Whenever anybody is advised, you want to start watching, that's the one to watch. And Karen really enjoyed it. So Judy and I are going to have to come up with what's her second show that we think she's going to like. But, 16 episodes is hard for her.
Wait, so
lot.
I just want to say we did the Rosh Hashanah with Karen yesterday.
And the
I
family.
said to Karen, come on the podcast. And she said, I don't know anything. I said, you watch all the shit that my mom is supposed to watch.
But won't.
Come on. Like,
She won't.
Karen, we're going to get people, we're going to sign a petition and you're going to come on. I don't understand what the problem is.
Yeah, I know.
So are you really going back and watching old stuff? Is there
Yes.
anything new?
There are a lot of new things, but sometimes when I start something, episode 1 or 2, I go, not for me. And I have to really push through, and then I have to see if I like it or not. Depends on who's in the show.
Because you recognize people.
Oh, now, absolutely.
Wow.
I recognize, a lot. And I recognize a lot of the older actors. And it's just,
So I did message Jill Zarin and I told her, because she loves Korean shows.
I think you said that.
I
Yes,
said we
yes.
could discuss the Korean content, but she did not respond.
Wow.
She's very busy. You have a friend that you want to give a shout out to?
I want to give a shout out to Ellen, who lives in my building.
We talk about Ellen all the time.
Wait a minute.
She
It's
called
her-
last
wait,
week.
I know. It's her birthday on Sunday.
Happy
When the
birthday.
show drops, and I know I think she listens, and I just want to wish her a happy, happy birthday. Her and her husband brought me up flowers the other day.
Why?
Because it was my birthday.
Oh, they brought flowers for your birthday.
yes.
Can we reveal her age?
I don't know.
You don't know her
I'm not-
age?
No, because we don't discuss age.
Do you
None
know
of us-
how old she is, though? Do you know how old the women are in Plainview?
Well, they range from, believe it or not, you can move in when you're 55, so there's a young group that's
Just in
there.
your building.
Oh no, my building.
Oh,
is-
you're saying, I'm sorry. In
within the-
general.
in general,
you were people moving at 55.
yes. And another shout out, one more. I got a text message from an old friend of mine who moved to LA with her husband years ago, and we just lost touch for no reason. Just lost touch, and she texted me, "Happy birthday, you and me," and then she told me that she loves listening to the podcast.
Pad.
So shout out to
Podcast.
Eileen and Richard.
One of my favorite people has
Yeah,
always been Eileen.
Yes.
So stylish. She, fun fact, used to work for Anastasia.
That's right.
The woman who does the brows.
That's right. And Eileen looks great and still looks
always
terrific.
Always great dresser.
Right.
Has
Always
she had
great.
a lot of work done?
No, none. None. She's just
Unbelievable.
She just looks.
Can you tell us, Eileen, what your skincare routine is? Because she looks real good.
She looks great. Anyway, shout out to Eileen. It was great hearing from you.
Love that.
Bye, Felicia.
We have a fun week ahead, I think.
So
I'm taking Felicia out, guys. Now, I want to say that this idea came, we discussed it on the podcast.
Right.
You purchasing tickets for us to see Justin Timberlake.
it's always me purchasing
Before he was
tickets.
arrested.
Before he was arrested, yes.
Happy birthday to us, right?
Right. We always do a birthday of
concert,
something together. Something, yes.
But
show,
like,
concert, whatever.
We love a fun show.
Yes.
We're going to do dinner.
Yes.
On Monday.
And we're going
in Brooklyn.
In Barclays.
Barclays.
Have I been?
You saw, was Pink at Barclays
No.
or Pink was at
absolutely
Madison
not.
Square
Not
Garden?
at MSJ.
Have you been to Barclays? You've been to
I
Barclays.
think I have. I'm sure I have.
I'm
I
sure
don't
you
remember who I
have.
saw there. But anyway.
We're seeing Justin.
Yes.
I'm excited. Look,
Well, you have good seats.
we've got great seats on the floor,
Which
which
means I'll be standing.
we will be standing and dancing.
right.
But maybe we'll see his hair and his nose. Maybe we'll get up close. Why you no? No? What do you mean?
I don't think we'll see his.
Hey, we might be really close.
Be nice if Jimmy was there.
Because they're besties.
Yeah.
Who else do we think will be there?
Well,
Jessica, no.
Jessica, nah. She's like over this. How many concerts can she go to? But, it's convenient.
Someone's got to raise the kids.
Someone's got to raise the kids, right?
She was actually just dropped out of something that she was supposed to executive produce and star in, and now they're going to look for somebody to replace her. So we're seeing Justin Timberlake. We have Sunday night, the franchise, which I definitely want to see. Oh, I do want to say this. I started Love is Blind. I don't know why. Like, some people love Love Island. I love Love is Blind. I've discussed this many times. This season takes place in DC. So I'm thinking, some new people, maybe some politician guys. I started watching it and I just
Can't.
I'm gonna continue it. One guy, if you started Love is Blind and you meet this dude, Leo Brody, his name is. He's in his 20s. He's young, but all he did was talk about. Ready? He's like, I have a lot of money. I grew up very well off. Very well off. I don't want a girl to just marry me for money. And then he tells his story, and then you start thinking, you have a.
Is he cute?
Yeah, not bad. No one's ugly on these shows.
You're right.
His family, his grandparents had a huge they're art dealers in DC. They own this thing in the 70s. Both grandparents die of cancer. Then his parents die of cancer. And he's an only child.
Ooh.
So he was
Got it
handed
all. And a crap load
such
of
an
money.
inheritance
Right.
and the business.
Right.
But the way he's constantly talking about it, and he's like in the guy pad, and all the guys are the guys all get along with each other. Like usually when they're separated, the guys love each other, the girls love each other. And the guy's like, I grew up really well off. And then this guy looks down and goes, I see you're wearing a Rolex. Like, it just felt so cringy.
Right.
And then he's telling the girls, I have a lot of money. It's just
I'm
so
surprised nobody
weird.
said to him, shut up about the money,
No,
because
it's
it's really obnoxious.
I'm curious, so I may go back. I'm gonna go back. What are we saying? I'm gonna watch it, but right now I just have an ick for this dude. And yeah, October 11th, the movie Saturday Night premieres.
Right.
In the theaters, and I really, really want.
Well, are you going to
that.
were you invited to the premiere? Premiere? Are you going to the
screening?
screening? I'm sorry, screening.
There were some screenings for it, but I didn't go because
you don't have the time.
There's a reason why. But I feel like there's not that many other things
Coming
out. But We have a lot of weeklies, and I'm disappointed a little that you're not going to get on the RHONY bandwagon because I think you have just fun takes on
If I had
nothing else to watch.
literally nothing else to watch. I mean, I have a DVR, so
I know
it's
you
not like I
like
can't.
watching lesbians, attractive, well-dressed lesbians.
That does not. It's their person. And it doesn't matter what they are. But when they start talking about, and they're dressed to the nines. I mean, doesn't anybody?
but here's the thing.
I know, and I'm nauseous from it.
I will say though, Salt Lake City was so good this week. And I will say this: did you see Watch What Happens Live with Christian Siriano this week?
I saw a little bit of it. Yeah.
Did you see? I love this. Andy said something like, which housewife
Do you like to dress?
And he said none of them
Because they don't wanna pay. That's
except one pays.
The one.
Bronwyn, who's a brand new housewife on Salt Lake City. This girl is the epitome of like real money, but
So she
because she
pays.
married a really old fucking guy. But I just think her fashion is so high end and so ridiculous, and like her house and her decor is very colorful, and like it's like Lisa Frank threw up a little in her house, but I kind of love it, and I love her.
You gave a
her.
reference of Lisa Frank. That goes back to the 70s or the 80s.
Her art was just so colorful.
Right, it was.
Salt Lake was great. OC, damn. Oh, also, did you hear the tea about Shannon Bedore being on the new? So you know there was this like new reality show that's going to be on Peacock with the housewives dating. Housewives are dating, like a dating show.
Oh God!
With like you heard about this?
No, I haven't.
Joel Kim Booster is hosting. Okay, I think it's Luann, Shannon Bedore.
Well, the ones who are single.
Sure. And he came out, literally was deleted. Like rip roaring on Shannon Bedore saying she was awful, that she was like the worst human being ever. The whole season I'm watching the OC, I'm like, oh, poor Shannon. And he's just like, she was rude to crew. She was just an awful human being.
No,
He wrote
never
this
be
whole
rude to you people.
fucking thing.
Don't be rude to the crew. It's like being rude to your
be rude to
waiter.
the fucking host.
Don't be
She
rude
probably
to
was like, who the
anybody.
fuck are you?
Well, whatever. You know, she thinks you know what? She thinks her shit doesn't smell. And I don't like her. I always thought she was like a rude,
You did.
nasty girl.
Really?
Woman. Yes.
Wow. Well, that's it, Fel. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Did we pull it together?
we pulled it together, and I
hope.
Sorry for the late night. My husband's been so busy. Casey
has.
teaches yoga now on Fridays, and if you want to try a hot yoga class, hit me up because he's great. His music is chill, and you get a real good schwitz. Like the Jews love a good schwitz. And with the holidays approaching, you know, it's useful. So
Yes.
hands up, Fel.
Hands up.
Casey, take a pic. Casey, snap a photo.
No makeup.
Neither. I'm not wearing makeup
You
either.
but
But you don't need makeup.
I do need makeup.
You are so pretty.
Oh, so are you.
No, you're the
We can say
prettiest.
that.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Marni.
My Felicia, bye Felicia.